Welcome to Whole and Healthy Cooking with Chef Val. Hi, I'm Chef Valerie Wilson. Today, I want to talk to you about the 5 transformations of energy and cooking according to the winter time, which is considered the water energy phase. I am Chef Valerie Wilson. I've been teaching healthy, whole foods cooking classes since 1997. I'm the author of 7 cookbooks. I teach cooking classes all the time, and I offer counseling sessions also. And all the information you need about everything I have to offer is on my website, macroval.com. So welcome everybody to Whole and Healthy Cooking. So I wanted to talk today about the winter season. So I am in the beautiful state of Michigan, and we are in the middle of our wonderful winter season. It is pretty darn cold outside, and I'm so happy to report that we have lots of snow right now. I love snow. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And in the wintertime, if you have to endure the really cold temperatures, you might as well have something beautiful to look out your window and see, right? So I've been teaching cooking classes, like I said, since 1997. And the principle of the cooking classes is based in macrobiotic principles. That's my background. But it also incorporates the energy of the food and incorporates the 5 transformations of energy. So that's what this picture is right here. This wheel is the 5 transformations of energy. So have you heard of this before? You can comment below and I'll see your comments and I'll respond to it. But this is the ancient philosophy of eating according to the seasons. There are certain foods that are associated with certain seasons, and those foods and those seasons are also associated with certain organs in your body. And so the theory is if you eat all the different foods from all the different seasons, you're feeding and nurturing all the different organs in your body at the appropriate time of the year, because the season is associated with the foods that come out of Mother Earth at that point in time. Now, this may sound unfamiliar to you. Maybe this is the first time you've heard of the 5 transformations of energy. But all of our ancient ancestors knew this information inherently because they lived so close to nature. It was just intuitive to eat whatever nature was supplying to them at that time of the year. And so these 5 transformations of energy also are associated with some Oriental practices such as Kung Fu, martial arts. They incorporate this. Oriental medicine incorporates this also. And so let's focus on the winter time, which is known as the water energy phase. So winter, right? It's cold. We go inside. We're not as active as the summer, which is the high energy time. So it's associated with the water energy, and water flows, right? So this time of year and the foods that feed and nurture the organs in your body are organs that deal with a lot of fluids that go through your body naturally anyways, such as your kidneys. So the kidneys are associated with the winter time. And what sits right on top of the kidneys? The adrenal glands. So the adrenal glands and the kidneys, they work together, and these are some of the organs right now. Also your bladder, right? Which is, helps you with going to the bathroom, again, flowing water, and your reproductive organs, right? So these are the organs that are associated with the winter time, the water energy. And the type of food that's associated with this time of year are warming foods. So we want foods that are going to go into our body, that are going to impart heat into our body. We don't want to eat cooling foods right now. So what am I talking about? Warming foods and cooling foods. So warming foods are foods that don't have as high water content as your summertime foods. So, for instance, a salad. A salad is a wonderful thing, but I don't eat salads in the wintertime. Why? Because salads are very cooling to the body, and beautiful lettuce that you get in the summertime. If here in Michigan where it's freezing cold, I would not be able to get any fresh lettuce at this time of the year. I'm talking the way our ancient ancestors lived, not the way we live today, because today we can go to the grocery store and get anything we want. So this is going back to the ancient knowledge, living close to nature like our ancestors did. So, what did our ancestors do? Well, they harvest their food, and whatever could be stored or dried, or maybe they had some type of like fruit cellar if they dug a hole in the ground, all those type of foods that would survive through the long winter months were the foods that they ate more of. So let's think, okay? The thing that comes to mind first is cabbage. I mean, cabbage will last a long time in a fruit cellar. You pick it and it'll last a long time. So cabbage is a staple food for right now. There's also winter squashes. So the butternut squash is one of my favorites. And we also have a buttercup squash here that's green on the outside, orange on the inside. So squashes, if you were to keep them in a cool place, they last for months and months and months. So these would be considered wintertime food. Other wintertime foods are root vegetables. So think about turnips and rutabagas. I mean, turnips and rutabagas, when you think of a fruit cellar and you go down there, there's going to be like turnips and rutabagas down there, right? So anything that would last a long, long time would be associated with this time of year. And there is a signature whole grain for the wintertime. There's a signature whole grain for every season, but in the wintertime, it's KASHA. So this is the whole grain KASHA, actually one of my favorite whole grains. I think it's a pretty unutilized whole grain because most people don't know how to cook with it or what to do with it. And then a lot of people call it buckwheat. Technically, this is the whole grain KASHA, and when you grind up KASHA and you get flour, it's called buckwheat flour. So, but this is the whole grain that buckwheat flour comes from. And even though it's called buckwheat, it is not in the wheat family, and it's 100% gluten-free. KASHA is a warming grain. KASHA, digestion-wise, it kind of has the longest transit time in your gut, okay? That doesn't mean that you can't digest it. You do. It just takes a little longer, and so it imparts warmth into your body by doing that. Let's see, it has almost the whole range of B vitamins in it, very important. It is 100%, has 100% more calcium than other whole grains, all right? And it also, it contains all 8 essential amino acids. So even though it is a complex carbohydrate, it's in the whole grain family. Being that it has all 8 essential amino acids, it also has a high protein profile. Now, KASHA is known for helping your circulation, helping your blood circulate in your body. So it actually helps your hands and your feet stay warm in the cold winter months. So a wonderful thing that you can do with KASHA is make casseroles. So this is the time of the year where I make more casseroles, and you can make some more casseroles too because they're baked in the oven, and baking it in the oven imparts heat into the food, which then you eat, and it creates heat in your body. So this is a casserole that I happened to make this week. It's got the whole grain KASHA, it's got some brown rice pasta, it's got butternut squash, some sauteed onions and mushrooms, and it's got a tahini sauce. So let's talk a little bit about tahini and fat. So in the wintertime is when we want a little more fat in our diet because fat helps keep your body warm too. But we want to choose fat that comes from vegetables and nuts and seeds and beans. Did you know there's fat in beans? There is. But tahini comes from sesame seeds. It's ground sesame seeds. It's high in calcium. It's high in iron. So tahini is a really good wonderful wintertime food that you can make sauces with. You can, put it in your casseroles. and it's going to help impart heat into your body. Again, do you see a theme here? We're trying to keep the body warm when it's cold outside. And let's see, some other foods. Oh, one of my favorite foods. I don't have one to show you here today, but is burdock root. I adore burdock root. Signature wintertime food because it is really good for your blood, purifies your blood. And we go back to winter is the water energy phase. And so if you think about water flowing, what flows through your whole body? Blood, right? So we got burdock purifying and nurturing our blood because it's water energy time. So it kind of makes sense the way it all works together. Now, if you want to know more about burdock, I do have more videos where I feature burdock. I have some videos where I feature recipes, and I also talk about more about the health benefits of burdock, and I show you what it looks like. So both on my YouTube channel and my private cooking channel on Patreon, I have more videos like that. And if you haven't got a chance yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I would love it if you join my Patreon group also. So another category of food that belongs in this wintertime season are sea vegetables. What do you think about sea vegetables? What is your favorite sea vegetables? You can comment below and let me know. So I just have a few here. I've got dulse, which you can eat right out of the package. I've got aramay. Aramay is like black strings. You have to make sure that you cook aramay with naturally sweet vegetables. And kombu, the sea vegetable that you always cook your beans with. Now, if you want to learn anything more about sea vegetables, I have quite a few videos about sea vegetables, but also the cookbook that I came out with last year, Sensational Sublime Sea Vegetable, it's a whole cookbook with sea vegetable recipes. Go to macroval.com. And it's my first e-cookbook too. Macroval.com, you can pick up that e-cookbook all about sea vegetables. So sea vegetables grow in the ocean. They purify the body, they cleanse the body, they help turn the fluids in your body alkaline. And you want your body to be slightly alkaline because disease lives in an acidic condition. So the sea vegetables help you with that, and you can see how the sea vegetables are in the water energy phase, right? Because they grow in the ocean. They're fantastic for you. So the water energy phase incorporates all these delicious, wonderful foods. What else does it incorporate? The signature flavor, which is salty. Because the fluid that flows through your body, as I just mentioned, should be slightly alkaline, taste slightly salty. So we're imitating the ocean, with the ocean water being slightly salty. Now, I'm not talking about sit down at the table with your dinner plate and just pour a bunch of salt on it, which unfortunately many people do. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about good quality sea salt, that when you cook something, like you make a big, nice pot of soup, you season it with the good quality sea salt, and it just tastes so wonderful. That's the naturally salty taste I'm talking about. And speaking about soups, the winter time is when we have the thick, creamy, beautiful soups. And I have recipes, again, in all my cookbooks. And there's a video that is on my YouTube channel, a recent one with, what is it? It's carrots and sweet potato. Make sure you check that out. A thick, creamy soup, because thick, creamy soups help keep you warm, right? So what else is salty that is in this water energy phase? Naturally fermented food, such as sauerkraut. Yeah, I love sauerkraut. I just made a huge batch of sauerkraut yesterday. So I don't have any to show you because it's in the big crock fermenting. I did 8 pounds of cabbage. And so now my sauerkraut's going to sit for 4 weeks before it's done. But sauerkraut is in this category. We also have one of my all-time favorite foods, the umeboshi plum paste, umeboshi vinegar, which comes from the umeboshi plums. Have you heard of umeboshi? What do you think of umeboshi? You can comment below. Now, if you've attended any of my cooking classes, you must know how much I absolutely adore the umeboshi. It is salty, it is sour, it is pungent, it is bitter, and it is ever so slightly sweet. So we have all 5 flavors in one ingredient. I love using the umeboshi to flavor soups, sauces, stir fries, casseroles. I have a wonderful arame dish with the ume plum paste in it. And again, I hate to repeat myself, but make sure you check out all the other videos because I have videos about the umeboshi and all the health benefits and how wonderful it is. But this is a naturally salty condiment. This is the vinegar that comes off of the fermentation of the umeboshi, another one of my favorite condiments. And of course, the one that I use the most, tamari, naturally fermented soy sauce. Soy sauce is an American invention. Do not eat soy sauce. It's not naturally fermented. Tamari, naturally fermented. It's a great way to get that salty flavor into your food and have it be healthy. Again, so you're not sitting at the table just dousing salt on your food. That's not good. We want to cook the food with the beautiful salty flavor in it. And we want to emphasize that salty flavor right now because, again, our ancestors, what did they do? They fermented food. And if you ferment your vegetables when they come out of the garden with some salt, some sea salt, such as sauerkraut, then you're going to have it all winter long. You're going to have the naturally fermented food all winter long. Now, this water energy phase, how does it deal with your emotions? So water flowing, okay, flexible. This is the energy phase that helps you deal with being adaptable, being able to change, being able to flow, okay? So when I'm counseling someone and I'm going through like everything about their emotions and their energy and what they eat, people have tendencies. And if you understand the tendencies, you can see which energy phase might be out of balance. So if somebody has a hard time changing, if somebody is not flexible, if somebody is just not able to deal with changes, then maybe the water energy might need some help. And how do we help it? We feed more of the water energy foods. Maybe we suggest some more casseroles with butternut squash, the whole grain KASHA. We suggest a dish made with some arame and carrots and corn. All of these things would be water energy phases, right? I also just remembered that if you want to learn how to cook the whole grain KASHA, you can go to my website, macroval.com, and the recipe of the month for January 2025 was how do you cook KASHA? And that's just straightforward, just how do you cook KASHA? So you can check that out too. Lots of different resources on my website that'll help you out. Okay, let's see. Did I cover everything about water energy food? I think I did. I hope I did. If you have any questions, comment below. And if you would like to attend an upcoming cooking class, all of my upcoming classes are on my website. I have new classes every single month. So if you check the website out right now in the middle of winter, I'm going to have winter energy foods coming up. And also, if you want to join the private cooking channel, Patreon, Chef Val's Whole and Healthy Patreon, please go over there and check that out. All of your support is so greatly appreciated by myself. This is what I do for a living, and I am self-employed, so your support is much appreciated. So check out macroval.com. And also, I hope that you get a chance to explore some of these textures and some of these flavors that might be new to you. Maybe you've never had kasha before, so maybe you're going to cook up a pot of it and try it. Maybe you've never had dulse, the sea vegetable, and so you decide that you're going to try it. So be adventurous, go out there, try new things, and take care of your body. And remember, get in the kitchen and cook healthy.